This quick little video is going to be to show you how to do your homework that was assigned for tonight. I will include the link on YouTube when I put this up, so anybody could go here and run through this little tutorial. But for you guys, this is what you're supposed to do. You want to start out by looking at the different molecules here. So this molecule, for instance, and this molecule, and this molecule. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to look at the very top here, and this is two fluorines side by side, and I'm trying to think which of these is most likely to be represented by that particular molecule, or that particular Lewis structure is the way they've got it here. So I look at the two and I see that one of them seems to be both of those atoms are exactly the same size, and they're kind of mingled together, and that gives me a good idea that I might have a little covalent molecule which would be represented by this guy. So let's give it a try and see if it goes up there. Aha! Correct. So the next one is HF. Now I've noticed in this thing it's a little sticky. What I mean is I'll show you right now. Oh, it's not doing it anymore. Okay, this is moving around just fine now. But that is not what it was supposed to be. Okay, this is hydrogen and fluorine, which are pretty good size, and you can see that it's a covalent type of a bond here, two nonmetals. So that would be described most closely by this guy, because you can see they're together, and you see there's a difference in size, and that is different from what you see here where the two atoms are actually separated. That suggests the ionic kind of a bond. And there we go. So now we have a different set of questions, and they are down in this area, and we're supposed to take them to where they belong. And I will show you this guy is covalent, and the reason he's covalent is because there's equal sharing. Where this guy, because there's a difference in electronegativity between hydrogen and fluorine, in fact, if it were any two atoms, there would be a difference in electronegativity, and that would make this a covalent bond, like you see here. That stick there represents a covalent bond. But you're also going to see that the atoms are different. Because the atoms are different, there's a difference in electronegativity, and that makes it a polar covalent bond. And then the ionic thing is represented here because you can actually see the ions represented in the Lewis structures. The Lewis structure on these ions should have brackets around them, and we should see a bracket on both sides of the lithium, a bracket on both sides of the fluorine. This particular program doesn't show that, but be aware that that's what they should look like. So we're going to call this guy the ionic, and then this guy here is covalent, and it is not polar because both fluorines have exactly the same electronegativity. And so then we get to covalent. Alright, and now we're supposed to go on and we're going to talk about these guys down here. You see, this is where you do all your work down here. And when you're done with this, you're going to have a whole bunch of stuff on this screen, and your job is to copy everything as you see it. And that's the 2-point assignment. Also, you've got the MC question, and you need to answer. There's only one question here, so you need to answer the one. It says click on the letter by the statement that best describes the bonding that will result between the fluorine and the bromine. Okay, just a little heads up here, that's two nonmetals, so that should give you a nice big clue there. And it's either going to be ionic, covalent, or polar covalent. So that's your whole thing. You only need to put the correct answer, and you need to indicate what the two atoms are that are going to be bonded, and copy this question over here. You've got it. You're ready to go, and enjoy your homework.